Welcome to Film Talk Fridays on Mondays. My name is Andrew Tatar. Today, my guest is Dylan Breen, and we're going to watch a clip from his movie, Cliche College Drama. And that's going to start right now.
So let me get this straight. You got so drunk last night that you started a wizarding duel and forgot that large sticks have other uses than casting spells. You had sex with someone when you weren't supposed to. Then you woke up next to him wishing he was President Obama. Am I in the right Quidditch stadium here?
If that large stick is allegedly him getting it on with another girl, yeah, you got all of it. You got the gist.
Well, I know for a fact that he didn't. Sorry to break it to you, Chris, but in every relationship, there's a reacher and a settler.
Please tell me that's not the only reason.
Oh, of course not. I was with you the entire night. You wouldn't shut up about this girl. And in fact, after 3 hours of that, kind of wish you would cheat. I'm sick of hearing about Denise.
Okay, but she wasn't there, so someone had to have seen something.
Chris, take it from me. These immature girls lie their asses off. It's all a game to them. You stress yourself out trying to keep them happy, and they're on the sidelines with their own projected entertainment.
You know I wouldn't be dating her if she was like that, right?
Fairly certain that's what they all say.
Okay, Frank, was there a portion of the party where you and Ed weren't around me? Because, that little plot hole might be screwing me over right now.
You did kind of disappear for like 20 minutes. But I just assumed you were in the bathroom throwing up, not fucking someone in it.
Shit, okay. Look, I hate to admit it, but when you're drunk as we were, hell, if you could crash a car within seconds, you could do the same with a romantic relationship. I thought I was better than that, but maybe I slipped up under the influence.
And there was a fly on the wall fucking you over.
Well, hold up. Before you falsely incriminate yourself, we can't really know anything for sure. I mean, unless there's a way to retrace your steps from last night, or since your brains are so fried, why don't we just start with this? How many people were actually there?
Everyone.
Why don't we just go around and ask?
Think long and hard about how that would actually go. Hi, good morning. I'm sorry to be forward about this, but did we
Have sex.
get sexually involved?
Did you fuck my main boy, Chris?
Hi, did you screw this guy?
Did you make some very poor decisions last night with this nerd?
Did we hook up?
No, but we could. Dude, come on. That could totally happen to you.
Chris, this may sound a little weird, but do you have a lookalike on campus?
And welcome back. I'm sitting here with Dylan Breen. Dylan, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
That was only 3 minutes of a 15-minute long short film. 16. And how was that? It was really funny. How was your idea conceived?
So I was 16. I had just written the darkest play of my life, and my friend had actually texted me saying, "Oh, so I want to write this play for the same program that I was in," and he said, "Can you just throw an idea at me?" So I said, "Okay." So 2 roommates, they wake up after a long night of partying, and they're just like, "Okay, what the hell happened last night?" And then a problem arises, and then they have to figure out what happened, so they have to go with their friends and do that. And then he said, "Oh, I don't want to use that idea," so I wrote the play.
So that was not your first script that you've written?
No, that was I've written a lot in my life. That was probably probably the 20th script I've ever written. Probably.
That's crazy, because that's amazing. So you wrote it so long ago. How did you get back to making it?
Well,
how did you meet the director, and how did you decide to?
Well, so I actually didn't even know that this was gonna ever get made. It actually started out as a cliche high school drama, but then I'm like, I'm going to college, just change up the setting, and really didn't have to do anything else to revise it. So I got here last semester, and I met Anel Martinez, who directed the film. He's also in it, and I knew him for a few weeks, and then it came up that he was gonna be in the cinema program too. So I'm like, hey, I have this script that I brought here. You want to take a look at it? And then he read it, and then we partnered up on it.
Oh, that's really cool. What was it like having something you've written directed by somebody else?
I mean, we saw how it was produced pretty much the same way. So it wasn't like, oh, you're going to take my work and do something completely different with it. It was like we saw eye to eye, which is really important. So, I really trusted him to do it. So, because he's got a really good eye for directing, and he's really, he's really smart.
Yeah. When you were writing it, did you picture yourself in the main role?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I was writing the role, and I thought, I'm a lot like this guy, so I kind of did write the role for myself. I know a lot of people do that in Hollywood, but I'm just I'm sorry, I have to be one of those.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Can you think of do you share the characteristics of your character?
I do. I'm so you saw in that clip how he was kind of oh my God, maybe I did do that. Because I think it's really important as a person to know your faults, and for example, when you're drunk, when you're intoxicated, you're really not yourself. You're another version of yourself that doesn't quite have the same morals as you. You're you're not steady.
Yeah.
So I feel a good if I was in that situation, then I would probably take a step back and be okay, I really don't think I did this. I really don't. But when you're, as he said, when you're under the influence, you can slip up. So I think that's important to at least recognize before you're just that was not me. I did not do that.
The film was really funny to watch for me because John Mastro Berardino plays your cliche college roommate.
Yeah.
He is my cliche college roommate.
He is cliche.
Yeah, and it was a very fair depiction of him, in my opinion. How was filming was it a lengthy process?
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of pre-production leading up to filming, just a lot of just talking about what had to be done. Actually filming it I think it was mostly over a couple of weekends. So, funny enough, what you people may not have noticed, that the first scene is a party scene.
Yeah.
We shot the morning scene first. We shot it with, the stubble that you saw, and then I shaved, and we shot the party scene without the stubble. So we knew that my mom actually pointed out to me, she was like, did you not notice that? I'm like, yeah, we did that on purpose, because what else shows that you had a long, hard night partying other than some stubble?
Yeah.
So the fact that he grew that shit overnight, we thought that'd be really funny.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I really liked that party scene. What was it like getting all those people in the same place?
A lot of it was just kind of I invited a lot of people that I knew. I'm just whoever wants to come. We just need to have a party. And
did you actually party?
No. We hung out, but what you saw was just basically action. Look like you're having a crazy time, because this has to be a crazy party.
Yeah.
And me, I was just acting crazy.
Yeah, that was really funny. Do you have any other crazy stories while filming?
Okay, so this was when we were filming the part in the lounge when the character Denise comes in, who's played by Nicole Chiaras. Funny thing is, so we're doing the part where she comes in, and this was supposed to originally take one take, and then we're Anel says action, and we're waiting for her, and then all of a sudden we just hear her laughing. I'm just okay, this is going to take a little while.
Yeah.
So that took I don't know how many takes that took. It probably took 6 takes, a little less.
That's really funny.
I'm sorry, Nicole, for telling that story. But no, it was really funny,
Yeah.
When stuff goes wrong, it's a lot of fun. When stuff goes right, it's amazing. But when it goes wrong, it's okay, we're having a fun time here.
Yeah. Well, somebody else directed your writing. Did you get to have like your own input while filming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was directing it, but I was, we were always, talking about what the shot should be. We storyboarded together. It was funny when we were storyboarding, we'd like take turns like drawing stick figures, and his stick figures for some reason they got sadder as they went along. Like the face he drew got sadder and sadder. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you're a cinema studies major.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're very much a screenwriter, like at heart.
I'm actually planning on taking up a screenwriting minor.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be able to do that maybe next semester or next year.
Is that your dream to write for film?
I feel like in college you're supposed to obviously find yourself, but
Oh, yeah.
I see myself writing screenplays
Mhm.
for as long as I live.
And do you want to act in your screenplays?
I like acting, but in some of them, yeah, not necessarily in all of them. I feel like if I can see myself playing a role and doing it, justice, then I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Mhm.
I like to act. It's fun.
Yeah. And what films or directors inspire you? Actually, what films or directors inspired you writing this? Is there any?
Film and directors for me writing this, none in particular, but a film that I would bring up is Captain America: Civil War, because that film, so it's a superhero movie, but also brought it down to a really real level, and I feel like that was just because as soon as I left the film, I'm like, okay, I have no idea who's right, who's wrong, because the truth is, neither one of them was Captain America and Iron Man. Neither one of them was completely right or completely wrong. You saw the movie?
Yes, I did. I did see that.
Okay.
That's rare because if you said any other superhero movie, I probably would say no. But
Okay.
I did see that one.
But yeah, that film, I loved it. I own it. It's just like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And they say that about a lot of Marvel movies, but this movie, it like hit the spot because it threw something new in your face. It shows them fighting each other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, okay, this is gonna get interesting.
Mhm. Thank you very much for coming on, Dylan. It's great having you. And if you have any other projects that you'd like to share, we'd love to have you on again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
And tune in some other time.